If you've ever found yourself crying unexpectedly, you know how isolating and confusing it can be. But what if the intensity of your crying is linked to how you formed bonds as a child? It's your attachment style. And it's not just in your mind. The causes can be physiological, hidden in your hormones, sleep, and even your diet. These are not random events. They are specific signals. And the most important part, they can be understood and managed. We will show the hidden psychological and physiological triggers, then reveal powerful systems that help you regain control. Let's start with recognized causes. Depression isn't just sadness. It alters brain chemistry, making crying spells a common symptom. Anxiety disorders also put your system on high alert. Crying can be a release valve when feelings of panic become overwhelming. Chronic stress leads to burnout, draining your capacity for emotional regulation until even minor issues can trigger tears. But what if the trigger isn't something happening now, but a ghost from your past that is still active? Unresolved grief or trauma can keep your emotional system on high alert. Anniversaries or places can reactivate those feelings. This brings us back to attachment. Your early relationships create a blueprint for emotional response in adulthood. Now for your body's chemistry. Hormones like estrogen, cortisol, and thyroid are powerful emotional regulators. When they fluctuate, your threshold for tears drops. So we see internal chemistry plays a huge role. But what about your daily habits? They matter more than you might think. First, chronic sleep deprivation. It weakens your brain's emotional brake pedal, making you prone to sudden emotional shifts. Next, your diet. High-sugar foods cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can directly fuel irritability, anxiety, and mood swings. But what if it's not psychological, hormonal, or lifestyle-related? Sometimes the brain's wiring itself is the cause. Consider pseudobulbar effect, or PBA. It's a neurological condition causing a disconnect that can trigger involuntary crying. With all these causes, it's easy to see crying as just a problem to be fixed. But what if it also serves a purpose? Surprisingly, crying is one of your body's built-in self-soothing mechanisms. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system. The act of crying releases chemicals like oxytocin and endorphins, which can help ease both physical and emotional pain. Emotional tears also contain and flush out stress hormones like cortisol, literally removing built-up tension from your system. So, crying is a complex tool for release, soothing, and communication. Now, how do we work with it? This is where therapy and support come in. Many of these causes, from burnout to hormones, fall under the term emotional dysregulation, a difficulty in managing emotional responses. Recall the triggers like depression and anxiety? Cognitive behavioral therapy directly targets the negative thought patterns that fuel them. For those ghosts from the past, like trauma, specialized therapies like EMDR help the brain process and file away stuck memories. And to tackle emotional dysregulation head-on, dialectical behavior therapy provides a practical toolkit for mindfulness and emotional control. Therapy is powerful, but support does not stop there. There are accessible tools you can use to find immediate comfort. Mind-body practices like meditation and yoga actively engage your parasympathetic nervous system, helping you build self-regulation skills. Sometimes the most powerful tool is knowing you're not alone. Peer support programs offer a space to connect with people who truly understand. And for consistent grounding comfort, emotional support animals can be transformative, reducing loneliness and promoting calm. From your attachment style to your brain chemistry, crying spells are complex signals, not a sign of weakness. They are a call for compassion. If this sounds familiar, know that your experience is valid and that effective, compassionate support is available. Find what's right for you